A very good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fit and fine and hope you all have enjoyed your vacations. Now, today I am going to discuss chapter 3, that is elements, compound and mixtures. And tomorrow I will conduct test of the same chapter. Already you people have done, but today we will summarize this chapter. Again we will revise this chapter. Fine? So let's start with the first term which I have written here, that is element. Name of the chapter is elements, compound and mixtures. So first of all we will discuss about the definition, that what do you mean by the term elements, compounds and mixtures and how do they differ from each other. So elements are the pure substances which are made up of same kind of atoms as I have written in the definition. That elements are the pure substances. The word pure is used here, which are made up of same kind of atoms. There are lot many examples for elements like oxygen I have written, hydrogen, chlorine, etc. Now the word pure is used here because elements are made up of same kind of atoms. If I am talking about oxygen element, all the atoms of oxygen are of same type. If I am talking about hydrogen element, all the atoms of hydrogen are of same type. That's why the word pure is being used here. Such substances which are made up of same kind of atoms are known as elements. It can be metal, it can be non-metal, it can be metalloid, it can be noble gases. Not many examples are there. Now the second one is about mixtures. So mixtures are the impure substances which are formed when two or more than two elements are physically combined with each other in any ratio. This is the definition of the term, of this particular term, that is mixtures. Mixtures are the impure substances. The word impure is used because it is made up of two or more than two types of elements. And second thing, in case of mixtures, elements are, as I have already written here, physically combined with each other in any ratio. There is no concept of ratio and they are physically combined with each other. Now here I would like to discuss one thing, that what is the difference between physically combined and chemically combined. Physically combined means when the substances are just added with each other and there is no chemical reaction occurs between the elements. No chemical bond is formed, neither losing of electron nor gaining of electron nor sharing of electron. No new substance is being formed. As you have already done physical and chemical changes, such changes in which no new substance is formed, we call such changes physical changes, and such changes in which a new substance is formed, we call such changes chemical changes. So mixtures are the impure substances which are formed when two or more than two elements are physically combined with each other in any ratio. This word means there is no chemical combination, there is no chemical reaction occur between the elements. Best example, there are lot many examples, I am giving this one. When we take iron fillings and sulfur powder and then we will mix these two things. So this is a mixture which can be easily separated. Physically mixed without any ratio and there is no chemical reaction which occur between the substances, between the elements. That's why this word impure is being used with this term mixtures. Now third is compounds. Compounds are the pure substances which are formed when two or more than two elements are chemically combined with each other in a fixed ratio. Now the question arises here that why do we use this word pure with compounds? We have not used it with element. Compounds, why compounds are known as pure substances? Compounds are the pure substances which are formed when two or more than two elements are chemically combined with each other. It means some chemical reaction occur between the elements and thus it leads to the formation of a new substance which we call compound. So pure substances which are formed when two or more than two elements are chemically combined. Chemically combined means some chemical reaction occur between the elements. Chemical bond occur between the elements and thus it leads to the formation of a new substance which we call compound. They chemically combine in a fixed ratio and thus it gives compound. So pure word is there for compound because compounds have their own set of properties. Very important point. If we will discuss the difference between mixtures and compounds, then this is the important point, that compounds have their own set of properties, but mixtures do not have their own set of properties. The elements which are present in mixture, they exhibit their individual property. I have written here one definition, one statement, that elements retain their properties in mixtures but do not retain their properties in compounds. Elements retain their property in mixture. When they are physically combined with each other, they retain their property, they show their property. But when such elements are chemically combined and it leads to the formation of a new substance, compound, then their individuality, their individual property will not be shown, because compounds have their own set of properties. To understand it in a better way, I'll give you one very good example. So see here. And try to understand the example. For example, for mixtures, suppose I have written Fe plus S. Fe symbol for iron, S symbol for sulfur. You have taken one china dish in which you have taken iron fillings and sulfur powder as mixture. So in this case, if you will bring a piece of magnet near this china dish, I believe all of you have done this experiment also. So what you will see? You will see the magnet will attract the iron fillings from this. Iron fillings gets attracted towards the piece of magnet and sulfur powder will be left behind because it is magnetic in nature. So this proves that elements retain their property in mixture. This is a mixture of iron and sulfur powder. When we bring a piece of magnet near this mixture, iron fillings stick to this magnet. Why? Because this is the property of iron fillings. Magnetic in nature, so it stick towards the magnet and sulfur powder will be left behind. So this proves that I have taken the example out of these two components, I have taken for iron. So this proves that elements retain their property in mixture. Now, if I will take compound, for example, FeS, that was Fe plus S and this is FeS. FeS is your iron sulfide, which is a compound which is formed when chemical reaction occur between these two at very high temperature, then it will give rise to a new